नमस्ते सैयद जी, कैसे हैं आप? गुड इवनिंग। Weather in Delhi is okay. Muggy. Good to know it's raining cats and dogs in Hyderabad. Namaste, Nana ji. How are you? Am I audible? Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. क्या बात. चलिए, let's start with the Nifty. देखिए, they're all driven by IT. Now another day of gains, and what is most important is that we are now getting out of these two candles. एक जो 17 जुलाई को बनी थी और एक जो 8 जुलाई को बनी थी. This was a huge candle. आज कोई ऐसा चेंज नहीं हुआ है मेजर, बट the index has ended at its day's high, which is very positive. And more importantly, look at the last 75 minutes. It's the most heaviest bar. वॉल्यूम देखें इसका. नमस्ते सत्यन जी, कैसे हैं आप? इस पे तो होगा नहीं ना, ये तो नॉर्मल निफ्टी है. एफएनओ का बार होगा. एनीवे, दिस इज आल्सो स्ट्रेंथ. ओके, वेरी नाइस. एनीवे, दिस इज अ 75-minute चार्ट और आज के जो 5 कैंडल हैं, द लास्ट कैंडल वाज इन सुपर स्ट्रेंथ. एल्यूमिनियम के नंबर्स बहुत अच्छे हैं सत्यन जी, देखते हैं अभी. एनीवे, so this is Nifty and this is progressing really well. So I'm very hopeful ki tomorrow will be a much better day than the last 2-3 days, and this is how the Nifty is likely to behave. So I had shown you this yesterday, और जो भी स्मार्ट ट्रेडर है वो यहाँ की कुछ कॉल्स बेच के रखेगा 24,350 की. Anyway, to cut the long story short, better days now. Let's see how it goes, but 24,400 should be a major resistance. बैंक निफ्टी का भी चार्ट देख लेते हैं हम लोग, यहां तक आए ही हैं तो बैंक निफ्टी is not in as much strength as Nifty, nevertheless it's still in the black. That is of गुड चांस. ये देखिए, ये निफ्टी बैंक की ये वाली कैंडल है, इसको निफ्टी में भी देख लेते हैं. ये देखिए, कल जो एक इसमें बाय आया था, दैट्स बिकम एक्टिव. दैट्स अ वेरी बिग प्लस ऑल्सो. ये आप देख रहे हैं कलर चेंज, यहाँ देख रहे हैं आपको डार्क ब्लू दिख रहा है. दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी पॉजिटिव. So that's the view on the Nifty. More gains ahead. Most likely, you'll see more strength coming in. Let's look at 2 or 3 stocks that had come to our channel to discuss. One of the most promising ones is Sirma. Okay. अब इसमें दोनों बातें हैं. Company has come up with a very strong performance. Profit has gone up by 100%. सत्यन जी नोट कीजिएगा. These are the stocks that outperform. Profit has gone up by 100%. 50 crores is now 100 crores. They've announced an expansion, but this is met with supply. And this is an invitation for bears to come in. A sensible person is not buying here. He or she is buying only when the stock is between 100 or 200-day moving average. So we will wait for Sirma to give us an opportunity to get back into the counter. What happens after earnings? See, the stock corrects. अब इसकी earnings आई हैं, देखते हैं क्या होता है. What happens after earnings? It corrects after 2-3 days. What happens after earnings? It corrects. What happens after earnings? 3-4 day rally, फिर it corrects. So for the patient investor, there is always an opportunity to make an extra buck from the same stock, and that is what we specialize in. ये सिरमा हो गया. So this is not where a sensible person buys. This is an invitation for making subnormal gains that you buy the peak. Unless you specialize in breakouts, that's a very, very different strategy. What is an invitation to buy? It's this, the reverse. This is where the maximum amount of money is made. All sensible long-term investors wait for these dips for a specific reason. ये देखिए, वीकली चार्ट में आप देखिए, मंथली चार्ट में देख लीजिए. This is not to say that KPIT technology is to be purchased, but these are ideal graphs for super long-term money to be made. Sorry, superb money to be made in good charts. So KPIT management also came. They are very, very disillusioned. Lots of issues there, but they hope that second quarter will be better than first quarter. But for the moment, it's painful for them. So Satyanji, when you look at earnings, this is what you try to buy. A change in thought process at a time when the stock has had a terrible 6 months. This is the time when you will make maximum money. 2-3 महीने में ही आपका बहुत अच्छा पैसा बन जाएगा. This is not to say KPIT Technologies will give you this kind of return, but all stocks where you get an earnings momentum and the stock is trailing substantially below 200-day moving average. ये देखिए, this is Aurobindo Pharma, well below 200-300-day moving average, and then suddenly some event happens, and in less than a month you're able to make 10, 12, 15% return. So this is if you can specialize in 100 stocks like this, and you know the company backwards, plus its balance sheet, plus its earnings potential, plus its con calls, then the ability to make 3 trades a month and on the long side, and selling off 2 trades a month as profit booking is easily done in every month. ये देखिए, earnings, change in sentiment, and in 5 trading sessions, even if you are able to capture 3 out of 6 candles, you've done enough. Anyway, hello Jagmohan ji, good to see you. Let's look at Vedanta numbers. You're probably talking about Vedanta Aluminium. It rallied very sharply. 2-3 दिन से बढ़ा हुआ है. आज भी 23 रुपए बढ़ा था, if I am not wrong. What's this? Lead. Okay. Yeah, why not? See, this is an ideal time to buy stocks. Jesse, it has corrected after a major event. So for the patient, This is a great time to get into Vedanta. Namaste Sureshi, very warm welcome. I'm learning faster now, sir. अरे क्या आप ऐसे ही कहते रहते हैं. So I can again give you so many instances where after a massive correction, the stock would have hit this level and then retraced time and again. 1000 times in the life of Vedanta. ये देखिए. Stock hits a high, corrects, falls down, and then rises. Stock correct, hits a high, comes down. So this is a game for the very patient. इसमें FNO वाले ऑप्शन वाले का काम नहीं है. This is delivery based games where patience is of the utmost importance, but risk is very less. Yeah, the numbers look great. That's right, Vedanta के. Anyway, ये वेदांता हो गया. मेरे को और आपको क्या क्या बताना था आज? Page down. Nifty scales 24,300. Earnings call Sirma team leads KP Tech. One major tech addition. Yes. So I was speaking to a very well-known Sir Keynes, MTAR Tech. Can we enter now? Keynes probably yes. Keynes के earnings देखने पड़ेंगे, but again see. Look at the level of correction in Keynes. इसकी earnings पर डिपेंड करेगा. आज सिरमा की earnings की वजह से you have seen an uptick in a lot of EMS players. Look at PGAL, so on and so forth. So Keynes is an interesting stock to look at. Let's see what their quarterly numbers say, what their con call is, and then we'll discuss. But अभी जुलाई का नंबर आएगा तो देखेंगे. ये देखिए, again the same thing, much below its 200-day moving average. Some event happens and then it goes boom. But again, it's for the very patient investor कि आप साल में 10-12 ट्रेड करें, 15 ट्रेड करें और उन ट्रेड्स को फिर 50% सेल कर दें, 50% पोर्टफोलियो बना लें. It's not meant for daily traders. They will probably die with the inaction. MTAR, it's not governed by. उनका एक वो ब्लूम एनर्जी के साथ चल रहा है पंगा. Pure profit booking. It's just exit. अभी भी वीकली में बहुत दूर है हकीकत. और देखिए, ये है फसाना, जो गाने का फसाना होता है मतलब, और ये है हकीकत. So it's not good for the stock to move away from its main moving averages. It corrects very sharply. This is a fact of life. Sensible people come and sell. अब इतना बड़ा इसमें मंथली कॉलम बना है तो कुछ तो भैया इसका एक लॉन्ग टर्म इम्पैक्ट आएगा. Let us see what earnings tell us. Everything is a function of earnings. When are the earnings? आ गई हैं शायद. क्या कहता है एमटार की earnings? एक 130%, 250%. क्या बात है, 350%. फिनोमिनल. 16,000 करोड़ की मार्केट कैपिटलाइजेशन है और 1200 करोड़. इफ यू मल्टीप्लाई दिस इनटू 4 यू विल गेट सेल्स. और 50 करोड़ का ये है इंटू 4 200 करोड़. 200 करोड़ की चीज आपको 17,000 करोड़ में मिल रही है. इट्स अ वी बिट एक्सपेंसिव. लेट्स सी. Suresh ji, normally these kind of earnings are obviously known to a set of people. अब जैसे ये है, ये कौन सा डेट था? This is 12th May, right? Let's look at the previous performance. चौवालीस 35. Okay. So this is highest ever profit, quarterly profit. Interesting. Trailing 12 months क्या है? Okay, 35%, 40% rise in annual profit. हाँ दीदी आइए. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So Keynes is a much more sensible stock to look at, provided what their numbers are, rather than MTAR Tech. MTAR को तो अभी इस लाइन के नीचे आने दीजिए. Where did the rally start from? Let's say here. Okay. Let's see. This is a good place to be looking at. Look at this one. ये देखिए, इसमें भी लोग पागल हुए थे. ये देखिए, ये आपकी रैली है. इसको मैं आपको वीकली दिखा देता हूं. So you see how badly retailers are taken for a ride. ये देखिए, ये आपका वीकली चार्ट है. See this rally. This is a stock split, obviously. 3:2. Okay. और उसके बाद there was a 50% correction in price. So, and how much time did it take? October 2024 to 2026. 18 महीने. So one has to be very careful. Please plot any chart. SMA, EMA, it doesn't matter. All you need to know is what to do when it falls below. ये देखिए, ये इसने 5 हफ्ते का टाइम दिया है. Only 1 month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 2 months. 2 महीने से तो कम ही है. This is what month? April 20th की earnings देखते हैं ट्रेंड की. देखिए, ये देखिए, ये देखिए सत्यन जी, reported earnings were better than estimates, and therefore a stock that had fallen substantially started to rally. In hindsight, sensible people knew what the earnings were, तो उसको एक महीने पहले से ही उसको रैंप अप करने लगे थे. अगर मतलब आप ज्यादा स्मार्ट हैं तो आपको ये 31 मार्च की डोजी उसने बनाई दी थी. Very nice formation. Remember, it comes after a sustained fall, 41 to 21. ये आप देख रहे हैं 50% fall है. Of course, this looks very intelligent in hindsight, but in one of my other software, you would have had a buy on this one. This bar would have given up a buy. तो बाजार में लोग जो निशाना लगा के बैठे रहते हैं 50-50 प्राइस करेक्शंस. आपको लगता है सत्यन जी there is a possibility that in NSE 500 you can put in a scanner which says 50% fall from all time from 52-week high. हाँ सुरेश जी, आप प्लीज कंटिन्यू होल्डिंग सिरमा. So once you are able to fit that scanner in which you see maybe 35, 50, 65, 70% correction from 52-week high, that's the game. Just wait for earnings, that's all. सत्यन जी, कोई आपको ऑप्शन ट्रेडर नहीं बताएगा ये सब, क्योंकि वो न जाने किस खुमारी में बैठे रहते हैं. Anyway, so that's done, and this is a new entrant in a very serious brokerages portfolio, टेक महिंद्रा. अब ये काउंटर 1300 से 1600 रुपए तो हो ही गया है. ये देखिए अर्निंग्स पर, लुक एट द साइज ऑफ द बार. व्हाट इज द मंथली बार से? ये देखिए, जुलाई में इसने 18% की रैली दी है. What happens after a stock rises 18%? After many months of pain, 25%. Okay. Tech Mahindra is something to look at for serious long-term portfolios. Let's see what Tech Mahindra did. 18% sales बढ़ी, अच्छा जी. Net profit 28%, that's very nice. 1,63,000 crore. Okay. There has to be a ratio of market cap to sales. ladies and gentlemen, please keep an eye out on Tech Mahindra. Let us see what it does in the month of August. If we get some correction, then that's possibly a good time to get back into it. IT, TCS, Nifty. एक्चुअली नैना जी खेलना आईटी में 3-4 स्टॉक्स में ही है. लार्ज कैप को कोई देख नहीं रहा. Let's also see the most important chart in our lives. ये देखिए सत्यन जी, ये कितना मुश्किल पीरियड है कि इस लाइन के नीचे हम लोग 100 दिन से हैं. दिस इज अ वीकली चार्ट, डेली में देख लीजिए आप. सेकेंड मार्च से लेकर अब तक, दीज आर 101 days. I think the most important chart to see is the Nifty weekly. Every day you should watch. Definitely by the end of the week. ये देखिए, this is Gulf War. This is a higher high. This is again a higher high. तो दर्द बहुत कुछ सिखाता है. मंथ में आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा. 3-4 महीने क्या लोग बेकार रोते पिटते रहते हैं. मंथ में क्या है, 2% हायर. ओके, उससे पहले 318, 500. ओके, वाह, April. But see, even on a monthly candle, we are still in an enclosed bar. मतलब आप इसका साइज देखिए, 2800 पॉइंट गिरा है बाजार, और अभी भी 4 महीने में ये 2800 पॉइंट जमा नहीं कर पाया. सो दिस इज एन एनवलपिंग बार. ये देखिए, जैसे ये है. व्हाट्स द हाई हियर? 25,000. अभी बहुत दूर है दिल्ली. चलिए, तो मैंने आपको टेक महिंद्रा बता दिया, अर्निंग्स बता दी, निफ्टी हो गया, और क्या है यहाँ पे? FNO trades close at 315, so 75-minute candle lose its relevance. सुरेश जी पूछ रहे हैं all IT stocks are reversing. Is it a reversal in the IT sector? हाँ सुरेश जी, ये देखिए, ये देखिए, just as you had the Nifty bar in which everything was enveloped, ये देखिए 18% की जो रैली है ना, इसने ये पिछले 5-6 बार्स को कवर कर लिया है. So this is an enveloping bar. This is a very positive development. Normally this is how reversals start. This is also the reversal of the AI trade. ये देखेंगे आप, ये है सत्यानाश, 34% in July. See, for the sensible person, the July bar, the June bar was the deciding bar. अब प्रॉब्लम क्या है, जून, ये देखिए, डेली में 21 EMA कब टूटा, या सी, दिस इज द लाइन which told you that story is over. 10% फॉल एक दिन में, और उसने 21 EMO को तोड़ा, 2 दिन ऊपर चला, and then it couldn't hold. If you were not able to sell here, then you should have sold here. फिर भी आपका बहुत नुकसान होता है 600 पॉइंट का, लेकिन इस मौत के सामने it's always better to make a small loss than to hold a big unbooked loss. Anyway, normally these bars signify the end of a rally. 34% आपका करेक्शन हो गया पिछले महीने के क्लोज से, मतलब वो तो 10% ही होता है. सी, व्हाट्स द हाई, 9385. इसका 80% निकाल लो, खेल खत्म. यू आर इन अ बेयर मार्केट. 9385 इंटू 80%, 7508. यही खत्म हो गया था इसी बार पे. तो सुना है साउथ कोरिया में सुसाइड, एंटी सुसाइड लाइंस लगी हैं टेलीफोन पे कि भाई लोग आत्महत्या ना कर ले. मार्जिन कॉल आ रही है उनको, और अभी भी आप देखिए, दिस इज सो फार अवे फ्रॉम रियलिटी. एनी सेंसिबल बायर ओनली वर्क्स इन 100 and 200 डे मूविंग एवरेज में ही खरीदारी करता है वो, एंड देन ही पेशेंटली वेट्स फॉर द स्टॉक टू बिल्ड अप. एनीवे, इनफ फॉर टुडे. टुमारो मेरा एक शो है, तो फ्राइडे को क्लास नहीं होगी. देयर इज अ कंपनी इवेंट ऑन ग्राउंड, क्या कहते हैं उसको, ऑन ग्राउंड इवेंट. तो फ्राइडे को मैं आराम करूंगा. ठीक है जी. I will take your leave unless you have a very good question to keep me here. Which sector to watch out for the next series? You're talking about August. August series has already started. Defense. Stock to watch, Garden Reach, Mazgaon. So देखते हैं, let the index first show signs of strength. I think Bharat Forge, HAL, data patterns. These are the three strongest stocks. Bharat Forge, data patterns, and HAL so far. Okay, guys, we'll call it time.